My name is Ryan Mitchell, and for years, I thought I knew my marriage. My wife, Emily, and I had built what looked like a happy life. A nice home, shared friends, vacations, and routines that, on the surface, seemed comforting. But recently, I noticed cracks, subtle ones at first. Her phone never left her side, she avoided eye contact during conversations, and laughter that used to be shared had grown quieter. I tried to ignore it at first, telling myself I was overthinking. But deep down I knew. There's a kind of tension in a relationship that signals something is already gone. One evening, after weeks of suspicion, she couldn't hold it anymore. She sat me down in the living room, voice trembling, and admitted, "Ryan, there's someone else." I looked at her calmly, feeling neither shock nor anger, just clarity. "Perfect," I said, my voice even and quiet. Her eyes widened, searching for a reaction that never came. "Perfect," she repeated. I nodded. "Yes. Because now I know the truth, and I can finally make choices without secrets hiding in the dark." She didn't understand at first. She tried to explain, to justify, to plead for forgiveness. "It's not serious," she insisted. "It meant nothing." I listened politely, nodding, not interrupting. I let her words float into the silence, letting her feel the weight of what she had revealed. That night, I stayed calm, quietly making decisions for my future. Within days, I met with a lawyer to discuss separating our finances and securing my assets. I didn't act out of spite. I acted to protect myself. For weeks, I focused on my career, my friends, and my own growth. Slowly, the fear of uncertainty shifted into empowerment. Then came the subtle, satisfying moments. Friends and colleagues who once noticed only her presence in social settings began commenting on my confidence, my renewed focus, and the respect I commanded naturally. Emily tried to regain control of our routine, suggesting trips and outings as if nothing had happened. I politely declined, citing work commitments, personal projects, and the need for space. She couldn't understand why her confession, meant to create chaos, didn't produce the reaction she expected. The truth was, I had taken control of my life, and she had lost the subtle power she once held over me. A few months later, I finalized a significant career move that elevated my company's profile, something I'd been planning for years but had postponed to maintain marital peace. When she saw the news, a feature article highlighting my achievements, she realized I hadn't just survived her betrayal, I had thrived. For the first time, she truly understood the consequences of her words. She approached me, cautiously, almost timidly, trying to reconnect. I smiled politely but stayed firm. "Ryan, we need to talk," she said. I replied, "We already did. You told me the truth. I acted on it. Now I move forward." Over time, I found joy in independence, clarity in honesty, and peace in knowing that betrayal doesn't define your worth, your response does. Emily regretted her confession, not because I yelled or punished her, but because my life continued, growing stronger, brighter, and more fulfilling without her interference. She saw every word she spoke as the key that unlocked a new path for me, a path she no longer controlled. I had transformed the shock of betrayal into a quiet, powerful triumph, proving that calm, deliberate action can be the most satisfying form of revenge. Years later, when I look back, I remember that day not as a moment of loss, but as a turning point. She confessed there was someone else, and I said, "Perfect." It was the moment I chose myself, my independence, and my future. And now, she regrets every word, not because I hurt her, but because I didn't need her anymore to feel whole.